John, there's been a lot of talk about on-field progress so far, but I thought it was a good time to have a catch-up about how things have been going off the field and plans for the future. First of all, you must be really pleased with the way Edgar Street looks at the moment and the progress that's been made here.
Fantastic. I think every game that we come to, we can't help but look around the ground and just admire what's gone on in the last 6 months, because people keep saying to me they haven't seen the ground looking so happy for decades really. So it's a sign of everybody's hard work that now we can sit in the stadium and enjoy the football, but also enjoy being here.
It's been quite an incredible year really. I mean, from the horrendous day that was the 19th of December last year, there's a lot of progress being made, and I think a lot has been said about proving that Hereford has got a thirst for football moving forward, and I think what's happened, perhaps you must feel this is a good sign that there is a thirst.
I think in terms of the initial interest, which was way above where we expected it to be, that those levels have maintained themselves, and the appetite around Herefordshire and the wider community for this football club, across the world even, is incredible, and something that we have to really embrace and make sure that we look after that feeling, that good feeling, and take it forward.
Obviously a lot of work being done just to get the team on the field this year, on and off the field, but moving forward, clearly everybody that comes here would know there's a huge amount that could still be done. What's the sort of short-term plan, and then leading into a longer-term plan for any possible work that can be done here moving forward?
Well, we're very aware that we had to spend a certain amount of money here simply to get the stadium up to a level where we could achieve a safety certificate. That obviously happened. We spent in the region of £130,000. But obviously moving forward, there's certain projects that we would perhaps like to embark on that don't really make sense whilst we've only got a relatively short lease. So I suppose certainly the short-term objective would be to try and open up some sort of negotiations with the council maybe, and just see where we go, because obviously we want to stay here. We want to try and achieve an extension to the lease so that we can open up one or two of those other projects. Two that come to mind straight away would be the old VP club, and another one would be the toilet block, which at the moment is sort of laying derelict, but another opportunity there for a project that could help us remain sustainable. So these little projects, which would cost a lot of money, but at the moment probably aren't viable with a short lease.
Yeah, there's a difficulty with the short lease in terms of going for grant funding or looking for support from the wider football world and different organisations for these projects, and that's why trying to get an extended lease if possible is important. It's
very important, and we did hit a few barriers when we first took the keys, because we're in a 5-year lease. There were funding channels available had it been 10 years. There are further funding channels available if it's 30 years. So we're very aware of all these pots of money which we haven't been able to tap into, all of which would increase the viability of the club on a long-term basis. So there's lots of reasons why we need to, or we'd like to try and extend that lease, and obviously that's something we can talk to the council hopefully fairly soon.
Yeah, so when going to talk to the council hopefully in the near future, as you say, it must give you a good feeling to go there with the obvious support and now evidence of the support there is out there and the interest there is, and the good it can do for Herefordshire really, in terms of the city is already reporting a big increase on match days and things.
I can fully understand that the council probably were quite guarded during our negotiations. They didn't know us, and had come off the back of a very difficult period for themselves. So we've now had an opportunity to prove ourselves, both on the field, in the stands, commercially. The whole football club, around the football club, feels very vibrant. There's a really good feeling. The traders are happy, the county's happy, the wider community's happy. So we've got real hard evidence now that we've done what we've said that we set out to do. In fact, it's probably 2 or 3 times above what we said that we were going to try and attempt to do here. And there's a massive feeling now that we've got this club on a level footing and that we want to move forward. And really speaking, the only way that we can do that obviously is if we have a longer lease, so that we have that platform to carry on building this football club going forward.
It's a bit of an overused word in football, but there's a momentum here at the moment, and it's important that while there is that momentum and things are going well, because it's football, it's not always going to go as well as it's gone of late, but there's momentum and it's important to build on that from a position of strength, isn't it?
It's incredibly important, and we must never lose sight of that ambition, which I think has to be Football League. We have to have that ambition of getting back to the Football League. It might take us a long time, but if that momentum stays with us and the support stays with us, that journey may not need to be quite as long as we expect it to be. We need everyone to stay on side and to keep coming to football matches. The club has to be sustainable. We need that momentum. One day we will get back in the Football League. I'm absolutely certain of that. And let's hope we can do that in the shortest time possible.
And on that note, talking about football again, it's what we all want to talk about most of the time. Really exciting spell of fixtures coming up. Hopefully some big crowds over Christmas. Much anticipated local derby on Boxing Day. So you're looking forward to the festive season away, here and away from here, I suppose.
Yes, yeah. There's going to be some really good games, some big games in the Vars, in the league, and the various different cups. So it's a really exciting period coming up. Obviously, the one everyone is talking about is Boxing Day here against Westfields. I'm sure we're going to see in excess of 4,000 people here for that game, and that's an incredible amount of people for a level 9 football match. But that's the nature of what we have here. We have a football club that has got a fantastic supporter base, and I think everyone's looking forward to that just as much as I am.